Offense had a good day today. I got after them pretty good today. I thought we had, showed a lot of just immaturity today. Didn't practice very well defensively. You got one practice today, and then I think we're taking them topped off. You'd think we could come out and practice with a passion. So I'm not going to tell you when I tell them honestly. I tell everybody it's my job to get them to practice, and it was just the way it started off. Their body language, little immaturity here and there, and that's where we're showing our inexperience. Now these guys run the ball better than any. The standard isn't last year. The standard is different now, and we're going to have to run to the ball better because you're lacking that experience. You got to make up for it with great pursuit. So I got after them pretty good about kind of a lackluster attitude. Just body language, nothing major other than if we have to do a great job communicating and make sure we don't have critical errors and things like that. And if you're just not at the top of your game when it comes to your attitude and your effort, you're just not going to get there. But I thought the offense, when we went together with each other, it really, you can tell that they're a veteran group because they are steady every day. This is the first day that we've kind of, not met my expectation from an effort standpoint. Too many communication errors and things like that.
Marcus ball get cleared? Was it out there?
I'm not sure. Hey, Mark, is Marcus ball cleared? I think he had a jersey, white jersey on, so I don't know officially he has. We think he's ready to go.
What does he give you?
Well, he needs to get shape, and he needs to get knocked rust off up. And he's got to compete to play first. He's not just going to, walk up and be starting. But Marcus is a great communicator. I think a guy that's a leader, even if he's very young, and a guy that has got great ball skills and can make big plays. So, but also too, one of the biggest things that concern me in the back end is just trying to hover around too much of those intermediate routes and not being sound vertically. That's the number one thing that we can't give up. Our number one thing we need to improve from last year's defense is don't give up those big plays, and guys, most of the big plays we gave up last year are not due to just pressure. It's not because we pressured and got beat. It's because we critically made errors and didn't cover people and blew coverages and things like that. So, but Marcus he's a guy that I have a lot of faith and trust in, tremendous character, and we just hadn't had a lot of reps, so we got to give him a lot of reps to get him ready.
Due to the youth of the defense, Coach, do you call things a little differently initially as this season progresses?
Well, I was hoping not to have to do that. I think we were handling a lot mentally. Today's the only day that we've really not done very well. I thought we scrimmaged pretty good on Saturday, but yeah, we need to limit. And one of the things that we're doing right now, we're coaching and calling our entire package, which we won't do in a week. We'll always narrow that down. We do what we do, but yeah, it'll be somewhat simpler as we get started. You know what I'm saying? We just need to make sure that we're mastering the schemes and things that we're trying to accomplish. So it won't be. We've handled as much as we did last year schematically. We just probably be a little less as the kind of build it as the season goes on. So we'll simplify it a little bit.
Can you talk about what you've seen from Cody Cole and just the other tight ends in general?
Cody's a guy that's been very, very steady, very explosive guy. Runs surprisingly a lot better than you think he does. Obviously, Demore is an exceptional player. Landman has had the concussion, so he was out a while, and then he's come back. He's shown some really good signs. We've got great height, great athleticism at that position. Grant Martinez has had to make some great catches. He's just got to continue to get bigger and more physical. So really deep at that position, just need a high level of play, in which I think Demore will provide most of that, but and Cody, I think, are the two top guys.
You mentioned defensively controlling the vertical game. How about offensively exploiting it more of the long ball in your estimation?
Well, I think we'll score a lot of points. I can tell one of the things, as camp started, what we do kind of is hard for them, and we were able to be bound. But as longer it goes, the more of a challenge it is to stop what they do. So I've got all the confidence in the world. If we don't turn the football over, We don't have negative plays. We'll score and be one of the best in the conference in doing that.
Kalen Balaja marooned today. How's he progressing health-wise?
You know, we're just taking it slow with him. You know, hopefully, you know, in the next few weeks we can get him back.
Todd, the kids coming out of down Texas, can you just talk about what coming out of that program?
Obviously, they're two-time state champions. You know, but it's just so hard. You know, so much is said. It's hard to play as a freshman. You know, but it's a Pac-12 conference. You look at, I think last year I looked back and we had 67 different defensive calls on the year. I mean, it's hard for those guys, but those guys, I mean, they're state champions. They're working hard. Chad's doing a great job. Both those guys are in the 2 deep. We've got Christian learning Will and Spur, so he's backing up both those positions, trying to get all those guys on special teams. But they just bring a, you know, I mean, coming from a program like that's back-to-back state champion in the state of Texas is just, you know, I mean, and a lot of our guys, you look at a lot of our recruits, most of our recruits come from big-time winning programs, and I think that's something that's very, very important.
The answer was close to.
He's close to being clear. Who?
Marcus Ball.
Okay.